Hi guys, it's Nadia. Welcome back to Matchy Flow. Today we have a full body sculpt. So you will need ankle weights if you have them. I have my 1 pound ballas on. Don't worry, I will keep them on under my leg warmers. And then I have a set of 2 pound weights and a set of 3 pound weights. I would say let's keep it light here. You can totally do all of this without weights also. I would say nothing more than 3 to 5 pounds absolute max. Just grab your mat, grab a matcha, some water, and I'll see you real soon. All right, to get started today, let's meet in a tabletop position. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We'll breathe in as we arch our spine up. Breathe out. As we hit a cat, press through your palms, press through your elbows, your shoulders, squeeze your glutes to help you change shapes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, take your gaze with you, look up at the ceiling or up at the sky. Exhale, gaze goes towards your navel. We'll take one more. And one more back. Let's get our spine neutral here. We're gonna start to do some hip circles. So draw your knee up and around on the left. Squeeze through your left oblique. I like to tent my right fingertips here so that I push a little bit more weight into my left, switch directions. Starting to warm up through all parts of the body. We'll take one more. Up and around. Let's switch to our right knee. So come up, down, and around. I'm gonna tent my left fingers here. Press a little more weight into your right palm. Let's switch direction. You come up and around. Up and around. We'll take another 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come to sit down on your heels. Press your palms into your mat. Fingertips face back towards you. You're gonna lean a little bit back, lean a little bit forward. Try to press the bottom part of your palm towards the top of your mat. So right where you start to feel the connection with your wrists. Just continue to come back slowly. Let's flip our palms so fingertips still face us. This time, palms towards your ceiling. Just start to lean back, lean forward a little bit, and lean back. Try to press your wrists towards your mat. Awesome. We'll plant palms. This time, fingers face each other. Press through your shoulders. Find some roundness here. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep your palms down this time. Hands face wide. Sit back. Press through your shoulders. Try to see if you can find a roundness between the blades. This time, keep your palms towards your ceiling, backs of your hands towards your mat, fingers towards each other. Try to press away, create space. Awesome, let's sit back, kind of shake it out a little bit here. We're gonna get into it in a second, but let's just take one hand to heart, one hand to stomach. Close down the eyes if that feels comfortable. We'll breathe in through our nose. Hold at the top, audible exhale on the way out. One more time, in through the nose. Hold at the top. Exhale on the way out. We'll take one more, the deepest breath yet. In through your nose. Seal at the top. Audible exhale on the way out. Sweet. Let's swing our legs around. You're gonna grab your weights, bring one into each hand and lay on your back. Your feet are about hips distance apart. You have your ankle weights on if you have those. Your hands come above your head, wrists over shoulders. You lift into your highest hip bridge. From here, you tuck your hips under, your core is activated. You have one long diagonal from your knees to your shoulders. We press up, up. Hands are up above your shoulders. You press your hips up an inch, down an inch, up and up. Press through all 4 corners of your feet, so all through your toes, all the way back towards your heel. Don't curl your toes. We pulse for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You hold high, and 1. You start to lower for 4, lower for 3, lower for 2, and 1. You lift your hips for 4. We start to bend our elbows for 3, lift for 2, elbows bend at 1. We lower our hips for 4, arms extend for 3. We lower for 4, arms extend for 1. So we add a chest press as we lift our hips up. We push away as we lower our hips. Let's take it for 2 counts. So you lift for 1, lift for 2, you lower for 2, you lower for 1. Press through your feet. So let's exhale as we lift our hips, our arms lower. Inhale through our nose as our arms extend, our hips lower. We'll take another 4. We'll take another 3. You have 2. And 1. Hold high. We'll just take the the chest press for 7. You have 6, 5, 4, 3. Hips nice and high for 2, and 1. Hold your hips high. We start to march it out. Right and left. Right and left. Right and left. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your feet, hips nice and high. We lift our heels, we lower. Lift and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7. You got it for 6. Hands over shoulders, whether you have weights or not. You have 4, 3. We keep our heels high in 2, and 1. Keep your heels high, tuck your hips under. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lower your heels, lower your hips, bring your legs into tabletop. From here, left leg, right arm extend. We bring it back in. Dead bug. So your right leg, left arm extend, bring it back in. Inhale as you extend out. Exhale as you bring it back in. We are alternating between sides. So you take opposite leg, opposite arm, back and up. Inhale through your nose. We take another 8. 7, really press your spine to your mat. 6, tuck through your tailbone. 5, squeeze your core for 4. We have 3, 2, and 1. Extend your left leg, your right arm together. We pulse, pulse, up an inch, press your spine into your mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Draw them both back in. We extend right leg, left arm, tuck your spine. We have our pulse, and we pulse and pulse. I'm feeling the shakes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw them back in. Lower your weights. Lower your legs. Woo, feeling the shakes already. Let's grab a sip of matcha. Great, so bring one weight with you. I'm gonna flip around so you can see me better. Your left palm plants on your mat. Your weight comes into your right hand. You keep your right knee down. Left leg lifts behind you. We bend our knee, flex our foot. As we kick up into a donkey, we row our right arm. We row our lower right arm, we lower left leg. So again, just think opposites here. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you pull back. Your left knee stays in a 90-degree bend here. Squeeze through your left oblique. We have another 8. Exhale. Really press through your left hand. Find some height here. You have 7. We have 6. So your left knee stays in a 90-degree bend. Think about bringing it up towards the ceiling. We have 5. You have 4. We have another 3. Power through the sole of your foot. We have 2. Hold at the top. 1. So you roll your arm all the way back. Heel is nice and high. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Awesome. Extend your left leg out, extend your right arm. Touch the floor in front of you. We lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. You have 8, 7, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, press into your left hand, rotate your left hip down. We have 4, 3, you know what's coming on the other side, we gotta pulse in 2, and 1, leg and arm high, we pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out in 1. We take a bird dog, you drag your knee and elbow in to meet, you extend on the inhale out, exhale as you pull in, inhale as you extend out. You have 8, really crunch up here, find a little bit of a curve in your spine as your elbow and knee touch. You have 7, we have 6, you have another 5, press through your left palm, 4, we pulse in another 3, we have 2, last one, elbow and knee meet, we pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We come into a side plank. Our left hand is down, our feet are staggered, so your right leg is over your left. We extend our arm overhead, bring it in front of you. So we crunch down and back as we bend our knees, we extend. Exhale, inhale as you extend. Find length on your inhale, crunch on your exhale. You have another 6, you have 4, you have 3, we hold our crunch in 2, and in 1, hold your crunch, bend and extend your arm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your legs back out. If you would like to put your weight down for this, you totally can. You start to march bottom knee, top knee. Touch it with your hand. Bottom knee, top knee. Bottom, top, bottom, top. We march for 8. Ooh, I'm falling over. For 7. You have 6. No pulses here, so work hard for the last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Awesome, come down to your knees. We'll flip around to the other side. This time, weight comes into your left hand. You have your right hand down on your mat. Your left knees are down. You extend your right leg behind you. Ooh. Get a little parched. Bend your right knee, foot flexed into a 90-degree bend. You row your arm all the way back. We lower for 2, lower for 1. Lift for 2, exhale on the way up, lift for 1. Lower for 2, press through your right palm to find space. Lift for 2, lift for 1. You have another 8. Squeeze your right oblique this time to help keep you stable. You have 7. And twist your right hip down towards the mat. You have 6. You have 5. Power through your soul. You have 4. 3, 2 more, you keep your knee and arm high, we pulse. Last one, roll your arm back all the way, heel is nice and high, knee is nice and high. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome. Extend your right leg behind you, extend your left arm in front of you. We lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1. Lower for 2, lower for 1. You have 8. Inhale through your nose on the way down. Exhale through your mouth on the way out. Build fire in your body, use your breath. We have another 4. You know we're gonna pulse in 3. Ooh, I'm shaking. We've got 2. You got it in you. 1, hold high. We pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1 in high. You crunch elbow to knee in for 2. Elbow and knee crunch in for 1. You extend for 2, extend for 1, crunch in for 2. Scoop up for 1. Extend on out. You've got another 8. You have 7. You have another 6. Wrap your right hip down. Press through your right palm. You have 5. You have 4. Slow it down. Don't go faster than my voice. You touch in 3. We have 2 more reps and then we pulse. Last one, reach long. Knee to elbow, pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze your right oblique for 3, 2, 1. Awesome. This time we'll come down onto our right hip. Right hand is on the mat. Weight stays in your left hand. You stagger your legs left over right. Arm comes above your head. You crunch back for 2, back for 1. Inhale, explode back up. So it's kind of like a side crunch here. Try to bring your elbow to your hip on the way down. Inhale on the way out. We have 6 more. See how long you can make your body. You have 5. We crunch back in 4. You have 3. You have 2. Last one, find length here, crunch in. We keep the crunch, we extend our left arm, we bend. Extend and bend for 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3. You drop your weight in 2 and 1. So drop your weight, extend back out. Shaking my wrist out to your side plank. Your hand comes in front of you. You march right knee, left knee. So bottom knee. Ooh, don't fall over, top knee. We have 8, 7, 6. We come up to our feet in 5. Bring your weights with you in 4. We have 3. You have 2. Last one. Awesome. Flip around. Come down to your knees. Grab a sip of matcha. Put a little honey in mine this morning, so feeling nice and sweet. Awesome. You're gonna bring your weights with you. Come to meet me standing. You have your legs a little wider than hips distance. Toes are pointed out, heels are pointed in, weights are in your hand. You meet me at a 90-degree bend. We squat into a sumo squat. We curl our arms. We stand back up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way out. Squeeze through your glutes. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Squeeze through your core. We have another 10. You have 9. Super slow. 8. If you don't have weights, you can totally do this without. I guarantee you, you'll still feel it. Just move with a lot of intention, a lot of strength. We have another 5. We have 4. 3. 2. Hold low. In 1, we hold low. We just bicep curl and curl for 10, 9, 8, 7. A little lower for 6, 5, 4. Control your arms for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold low. We punch across our body. You stay low in your squat. So twist your waist to follow your weight. Don't twist from your shoulders. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Breathe. 2, 1 each side. Come back to the middle. We take Arnold presses. You stand as you bring your weights overhead. You squat back down as you bring your weights in front of your chest to touch. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. You have 10. Squeeze your core as if you were in a plank. 9. Press through your heels. Really squeeze your inner thighs. 8. 7. 6. I think it's always important for us to work our shoulders, especially women. I just think the look of a strong shoulder is so beautiful. You have 3. Plus we spend so much time bending over that it's good to work these muscles. Last one, hold in the middle. Awesome, bring your legs back in. You can do this next part standing or kneeling, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. I'm gonna stand here so I have more room. We're gonna start with our arms extended in front of us. We row back for 2, row back for 1. Serve the platter for 2, serve the platter for 1. So you row back for 2, Go back for 1, serve for 2, serve for 1. So here's a side view. I roll my elbows back in parallel. Exhale, I extend my arms in front of you. In front of me, well, and in front of me too, I guess. If you need to bump down your weight here, that's totally fine. You can also do this without weight, but just pretend that you do have weights in your hand. Try to visualize that and keep it nice and slow. We have another 4. We keep this movement, we add a tricep kick back in 3. We have 2, and 1. So you extend your arms for 2, extend for 1. You bend for 2, bend for 1, tricep extension behind you, and bend. You serve back out. You row back in. Extend your arms back, and then you bend. So serve. If you want to take it a little bit more fluid, you totally can. Again, here's your side view. You have another 4. You have 3. We ditch the serve, we keep the tricep kick back in 2. You have another 1. We just bend and extend. Bend and extend. We'll take another 8. Ooh, I know it's burning. You have 6. We have another 5. You have 4. You keep your elbows high back in 3. In 2. Arms back in 1. Nice and straight. You pulse up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold high in 2 and 1. Come around. Palms up towards the ceiling, elbows in a 90-degree bend. We open in a newspaper for 2. We open 1. We close for 2, close for 1. Open for 2, open for 1. Close for 2, close for 1. We'll take another 8. You have 6. Continue to breathe. You have 5, 4, 3. I love a pulse. You know it's coming. I feel like that's the secret sauce. 2. You keep your arms in a wide V. You just pulse your palms back towards the wall behind you. Pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold open in 1. You extend your arms out to the corners, 10 and 2. You bend back in. So think about this being a wide V serve the platter. The same sort of movement. You come back in. So if you were driving or like you're on a clock, think about your arms going out to 10 and 2. So they're not laterally with you, they're not directly in front. Think about 45 degrees out. Let's take another 6. Inhale as you draw your elbows in. Exhale as you lean in front of you, extend. You have another 4. You have 3. You have another 2. You have 1. Extend your arms halfway. We bend and extend an inch. We bend and extend an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the halfway bend. We just pulse up, 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 up for 8, 7. Drop your shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's just hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Lift a higher for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. 1. Awesome. Loosely drop your shoulders. Let's drop our weights and shake our arms out. Perfect. Let's grab a sip of water. And then you grab your weights. This time, left foot is forward, right toes are behind you. We meet in our low lunge. Arms are nice and strong with our weight in it. We lean forward, arms come in front of us. We step in, we narrow row, we step out. So exhale as you step in, you lift your arms. Inhale as you extend back out. We have 10. You have 8. You have 6. Wrap your right hip forward, keep it hinged the entire time. You have 4. You have 3. We have 2. And 1. Narrow squat, so your right
heel is high, right toes right behind your left leg. Your arms are pulled all the way back, elbows high. We just pulse, 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 pulse. As you go down, your elbows come back an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2. Step back out. You meet me in a split squat. Keep a hinge in your shoulder, or sorry, in your hips. Arms above head. You stand. You dive over your front leg. Your arms come behind you. You bend back down, arms come overhead. So you stand, your arms come behind you. You bend, your arms come overhead. Let's take another 8. Inhale as you squat down. Exhale as you dive forward. You have 6. You have 4. You have 3. 2 and 1. Hold nice and high. Bring your weight onto your left arm, or sorry, your left leg. Arms come wide this time. Right leg is off the floor. If you need to keep your toes on, that's totally fine. We row up for 2, row up for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. You row up for 2, up for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. If this is making you feel super unstable also because of the arms, you can drop the weights and do it with no weight, or you can just hold your weights low. We'll take another 6. Bring your right leg a little higher. You have 4. We have another 3. Squeeze your core. You have another 2. And we have 1. This time, right toes tuck back down. You lean a little bit more over your left leg. Arms come in front of you with a slight bend, like you're bear hugging somebody. You fly your arms open for 2. Open for 1. You lower for 2. You lower for 1. So we're opening nice and wide. Get your shoulder blades to touch. Really press through your left heel. We have another 8. At the top, we'll take a pulse. In 6. You have another 4. Exhale as you lengthen your arms out. You have 2. Hold high. 1. We pulse, pulse. Get your shoulder blades to kiss. We have 8, 7, 6. Hinge forward. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. The whole back side of my left leg. Maybe each directions. So this time, your right foot comes forward. Your left toes are high behind you. Arms are extended diagonally. Take an underhand grip. This time, we come, step in. We row our arms back. Step out. We extend our arms. In and out. You have 10. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you bend. We have 9. You have 8. We have 6. You have 4. You have 2. You step in, narrow squat, arms roll all the way back. You just pulse, 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 pulse. So as your elbows come back, you sit a little bit lower. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Lower for 4, squeeze your core for 3, for 2, and 1. Awesome. Step a little bit back with your left foot. Meet me in a split squat. Arms come to chest. Let's bring our arms overhead. As we dive up, our arms come back. As we squat back down, our arms come overhead. As you dive down, arms come back. As you squat down, arms come overhead. You can also always just extend your arms out and bring them right to your chest. Or if you'd like to just keep your arms at your chest the entire time, again, all of this is available to you if you don't have weights. We take another 6. We take another 4. We'll meet low to pulse in 3. We have 2. And 1. Arms come up. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9. Hinge a little bit more for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze your right glute for 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's dive over our right leg this time. We're gonna take an overhand narrow row. So we're really working kind of the lower part of your shoulder blade. So press your weight into your right leg. Left leg is high behind you. So your palms are facing back, you row narrow for 2. Narrow for 1, hinge a little bit more for 2, for 1. So back for 2, back for 1, out for 2, out for 1. You have 1 little series left after this. Squeeze a little bit more. We'll take another 6. We pulse it up in 8. Sorry, in 4. You have another 3. You have another 2. Pulse your arms back in 1. You pulse, pulse. Find some height under your left leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have flies in 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna step back a little bit. Your left toes come down. You dive a little bit more over your right arms in front of you. We open wide for 2, wide for 1. Wrap your left hip forward. You come down for 2, down for 1. So there's a slight bend in your elbows. I'll face this way so you can see me. As you open up, inhale as you lower. So I spoke incorrectly. You inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Together we'll take another 6. You have another 5. I hope you're feeling nice and hot. You're shaking a lot. You have another 3. Squeeze through your right glute, lean a little forward. You have 2. Last one, arms are nice and high. Get your shoulder blades to kiss. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Whew. That was gnarly. We have one last section here. We'll work our abs. If you'd like to bring your weights with you, that's totally fine. I think I'm gonna bump down a little bit because I know my ballas are, which I still have on, don't worry, are feeling nice and heavy here. So you're gonna lay all the way down on your mat. Your hands come overhead, whether you have your weights in them or not. You kind of like, what's the word? Snow angel your arms around to your hips. You start to press your tailbone down. You lift up to a teaser. Arms extend above you. You slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time back to the mat. Your spine is against the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Arms come down and around. We press through our tailbone to lift. Arms come overhead. Maybe you extend your legs here. We lower back down. Let's take 4 more together. Arms scoop around. Press through your tailbone, lift from strength, not momentum. Arms come overhead. We extend our legs. Exhale, we lower back down. Really feel the shakes. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. We scoop our arms around. We'll take another 3 here. Arms overhead. Extend your legs. 1 vertebrae at a time, as slow as you can on the way down. We have 2 more. Exhale as you crunch up. Arms extend, legs extend. Last one. Meet me at the top and hold. Arms extend, legs extend. From here, I'm gonna bend my knees. We take Russian twist. Left and right. Left and right. If you need to plant your legs, or sorry, your feet, have your legs slow, that's totally fine. Keep it nice and slow. So don't go faster than my voice. You have left and right. Left and right. The challenge here is to keep your legs straight. 90-degree bends feeling good for me. We have another 8, 7, 6, 5. We have 4, 3, 2. 1 more each side. You hold, you punch across your body. Punch, punch, punch. My legs have to come down now. You have 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your core for 7. You have 6, punch with power. You have 5, 4, maybe your legs come back up. You have 3, you have 2, and 1. Arms come beside you. We just crunch down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7. If this hurts your hips, Pilates V with your feet. You have 4, 3, 2, hold high in 1. Maybe your arms come overhead, maybe your legs extend. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Find some height here for 4, 3, 2, and lower down 1. Whew, that was quite the burner. It's crazy what these tiny increments of weight can do for us. Bumping in a little low impact cardio there together. It's just the perfect recipe. Feel free to take your ankle weights off if you had them on. We'll stretch our body nice and long. Let's start to slow down the breath. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We'll pull right knee into chest, left leg extended long in front of you. I like to kind of move my hip in the socket a little left, a little right, a little left, a little right. If you'd like to extend your leg and pull from behind on your calf or the back of your thigh, that's totally fine. Try to bend your elbows as you bring your leg closer to your body. Bend your right knee, grab it with your left hand, pull it across your body. Right arm is cactus out beside you. You're looking at your palm. You come in with your left knee, right leg extended long in front of you. Just moving it back and forth, back and forth. You can extend your leg, grab from the back side. If you'd like to do this, you can bend your elbows in. Make sure you're crunching up from your core and not just your neck. We don't want any strains here. Awesome. Bend your left knee, pull it across your chest with your right hand. Left arm is extended next to you, cactus out. You take your gaze with you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm gonna flip around. Right leg is gonna come forward. Press into a low lunge and lean back. We press into a low lunge and lean back. If you'd like to just take this static, you totally can. Come back into a half split. My body's just feeling nice and warm, so I kind of just want to get some mobility in here. Awesome. Let's switch our legs out. So this time left leg goes forward. We lean into the low lunge. We peel back into a split squat. So lean forward and peel back. We'll take another 2. Let's hit a child's pose together in 1. So your toes are together, knees are as wide as your mat. You lengthen your arms in front of you. Your head can come to your mat. Actively press down through your tailbone. We'll take a couple breaths here. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Drop through your shoulders, in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time. And out through your mouth. Perfect. Let's swing our legs around here. Meet me cross-legged. We'll take side body stretches over to the left and over to the right. Let's take 2 more each side. It's kind of like a little cardio party in a way. Didn't even do any burpees or jumping. 1 more each side. Awesome. Come to center it back out together. We will breathe in as we sweep our arms overhead, seal it at the top with a clap. Bring your palms down to your chest. Let's bow together. Namaste. Amazing work today, you guys. I know that was a tough one, but I'm so proud of you. Just a reminder, let's get some water today, definitely some protein. Give your body some love, stretch it out, express some gratitude, and spread love around you today. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks.